世界中の皆さん、こんにちは。It's the end of the week, so it's time for ShoyuJapanLife Weekend Review.
世界中の皆さん、こんにちは。Now it is time for ShoyuJapanLife.
This is the week of January 4th to January 10th. 1月4日から10日の出来事です。So I'm going to show you what's happening this week, but first I want to start off with the population. The world population as of today is 8,269,247,534 people. In Japanese, 82,6,924万7,534人です。And the Japanese population is 122,760,112 people. So in Japanese, 1億2276万112人です。If you want to learn how to say big numbers like this in Japanese, I made a video about it just this past week, so you can go ahead and check that out. Learn how to say these big numbers, because each week I'm going to be sharing about this. Anyway, in no particular order, I want to be talking about what happened this week. So let's get started with that.
Where you at?
Okay, let's check out the rice ball challenge. Let's see what I made this week. And then again, stay tuned for what's going to happen in the following week too. But here's this week's rice ball challenge.
Rice ball onigiri omusubi challenge. Rice ball onigiri omusubi challenge. Rice ball onigiri omusubi challenge. Gambarimashou.
Okay, we're back for the rice ball challenge, and today's rice ball is going to be a teiban onigiri. Teiban means standard. It's the standard rice ball. What we're going to be making is the Umeboshi rice ball, the image of Japan. A lot of times when you see bentos with rice, you can see the rice with a umeboshi right in the middle, right? The pickled plum right in the middle. And it's kind of like the symbol of Japan because it's like the Japan flag. So you can go to a lot of convenience stores. They have the umeboshi rice bowl. So that's what I want to make today, is the very standard umeboshi rice bowl. So there's a wide variety of umeboshi, and umeboshi tends to be sour. So the one I'm using is hachimitsu umeboshi, which is on the sweeter side, so it's kind of a sweet and sour taste. And I feel it's a little bit easier to eat, so this is the one that I like. I like umeboshi across the board, but this is the one that I'm going to use. I'll show you what it looks like here. I don't know if you guys can see, but that's the umeboshi. And what I did was, there is a seed inside the umeboshi, so I already pitted this. So I took off the meat and the seed is left behind. But we're gonna use this to make the rice ball. So first things first, we need rice. So let's get the rice, and very simple. Just like how we make the shio onigiri, we're gonna basically use the same concept. And before we make any rice ball, what do? Yeah, we wet our hands. Not too wet. But the reason why we wet our hands, a couple of reasons. One is to make sure our hands are clean. But the other thing is the rice is hot. So we want to make sure that we don't burn our hands. So again, we can get the salt, and we're going to put some salt on our hands, not too much. Then we get the rice and get that ready. And then we grab the umeboshi, and we're going to just stick that right in the middle, and then we're going to bury it. So this is how we make the umeboshi rice ball. Okay, so usually when we make the rice ball or musubi, we make it into that triangle shape, right? But I was thinking today, what would be fun is to change the shape a little bit. So we're going to change the shape just a little bit. And we are about done. So let's take a look at the final product. Simple, right? It's so fast. Okay, so we're going to show you the final product. I believe we had a successful rice ball challenge. So let's take a look at our new addition to the Onigiri Dojo. It is the Umeboshi Onigiri, teiban onigiri. And yes, we made it into a rice ball, an actual ball. Umeboshi Onigiri Kansei! Just as an afterthought, because I made this rice ball into a ball, it made me think that, the standard onigiri is that triangle onigiri that you can see all over Japan. But there are regions and places in Japan that make the round rice ball like a ball. And a lot of times when you see that, they wrap it with nori. And I know some of you are thinking, how come I'm not using nori? But I thought before I eat this, I would wrap it in the nori so you can see what it looks like. But you have the rice ball and nori, and you can actually just wrap this. You wrap it around like this, and that's basically the the onigiri. A lot of times it's a lot bigger. This rice ball is a little bit smaller, and then the heat of the rice ball will kind of like shrink wrap this onto this thing, so it's kind of cool. But that is like one type of onigiri that you can see around Japan too, is the actual rice ball. Just an afterthought, but let's eat now. Okay, everyone, it's time to eat our new rice ball. いただきます。美味しそうね。You can see the umeboshi in the center. Again, a little bit sweet, a little bit sour. Really good. If you go to Japan's convenience stores, you can get the umeboshi onigiri. But by all means, if you want to give it a try, please give it a try. And remember to stick around to see what other types of rice bowls I make in the next challenge. Till then, ごちそうさまでした。So let me share with you the fitness challenge updates and give you the goal for next week also. So check this out, and I hope you enjoy, especially the flagpole challenge. I think you're gonna enjoy seeing that again. Anyway, here it is. Okay, minasan, it's time for the fitness challenge updates for the week. And what I'm planning to do is do the hang while I'm giving you the updates. And again, the goal is to hang for 1 minute. And I think I only have one chance to do this because I can't keep hanging over and over again. So hopefully I can do this in one take. Otherwise, it's going to be a totally different video. Anyway, I got my timer over here. I'm going to get it started and then give you those updates. Oh, didn't start. Okay, here we go. All right, the 1 minute hang. Here we go. Just a moment. Here we. Just a moment. This time is moving faster than I thought. Here we go. Okay, so we're doing the 1 minute hang challenge right now while I give you the fitness challenge updates. We have 4 fitness challenges. So right now for the week of January 4th through the 10th, my push-up count was 705 push-ups and 81 pull-ups. Again, the reason for that number is that 705 was I did 5 extra push-ups and 11 extra pull-ups during the week because I just felt like I could push myself a little bit more. So anyway, the 2026 total is 1005 push-ups and 111 pull-ups. That's what I tried. So I'm going to keep the goal the same next week with 100 push-ups and 10 pull-ups with bonuses. Oh my gosh. Here we go. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Okay. Oh, the hands hurt. I think that was 1 minute. And just real quick, my other goal was to post 3 shorts during the week. I was able to do 5. And again, this is just random stuff that I think is interesting that I post up on my shorts. And hopefully I can get that formatted in the future. But anyway, we got the goal, I think, of 1 minute. So the next goal, 1 minute and 15 seconds for the hang. And then this next video is gonna be me trying to do the flagpole and just enjoy. Here we go. Okay folks, it's attempt number 1 for this human flagpole, the semi-hard. Let's see if we can do it. Here we go. How do we do? How do you do? Okay, I'm going to try this with the other hand. Got the right hand here this time. Okay, let's try. Oh, that's pretty good, right? Just wanted to try it again with the left hand. Okay, we're gonna try with the left hand. You know, I'm figuring this out, but I don't know how to make my body straight. We'll keep working on it. So let me share with you the harsh reality that I've come to realize this week. And it's simply this. Winter vacation ended and work started again. And as expected, it's been crazy busy and the long hours have started up again. So the image that I had for Shoyu Japan Life week by week is probably not going to be able to be done that way. But I will be posting week to week, just not with as much content as I was expecting to cover. I have some other ideas that I want to put together. So as I have time, I will introduce those things to you and I hope you enjoy them. But again, it's just not going to be in the format that I thought it was going to be in. So I'll do what I can in each week and I hope that you'll still join me for this. We'll have the regular things like the rice bowl challenge and the fitness challenge updates and other fun things as they come up along the way. But anyway, that's the harsh reality that I've come to realize, is that while I'm still working, I gotta prioritize that, but I still gotta have fun. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this. And the good thing that I've realized is that with Shoyu Japan Life, the 3 things that I want to focus on for now are fun, food, and fitness. And so that's what a lot of the content will be focused on as I'm able to put that together. And again, we'll have Japanese mixed into that so that you have something to take away with learning Japanese. So let's enjoy the journey, everyone, and let's have fun. Okay? Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. So that's this week's Shoyu Japan Life week in review. Join me next week. We'll see what we have for you. But thanks for joining me again. Mata ne.
皆さん please like, subscribe, and tell your friends too. Thank you, oh yeah, ありがとうよろしくお願いします
So in last week's video, we were talking about how we had snow and that in 3 hours it accumulated so much snow. It was really surprising. But here we are on January 10th, and can you imagine the final remnants? This area is all dark because it's wet. It's showing how this area was snow covered and it's melting, but you can see this white areas here. It's the last bit of ice that's melting away. But that's amazing that it lasted this long. I mean, majority of the areas are gone. But anyway, I just happened to see this and just thought, wow, amazing.